Second chapter. The Auspicious Sign. Devaki sat in the front row with her husband. They were surrounded by other relatives. She was feeling apprehensive. She felt butterflies in her stomach and had a foreboding of danger. She tried to dismiss her premonition as wedding jitters. How can there be any danger? Her cousin brother Kamsa maintained a strong army. Kamsa's father-in-law, King Jarasandha, had brought his troops with him as well. Kamsa himself had agreed to drive Devaki and Vasudeva to their new home. Kamsa had made plans to protect the wedding party with his troops the next day en route to Vasudeva's palace. Jarasandha had agreed to lend his troops to Kamsa as well. Amidst the military protection, Devaki felt that there should be no reason to worry. She felt her worries melt away inside the temple and listened to the narrative attentively. The narrator was describing the appearance of Lord Vishnu as child Vamana. The narrator said, Perumal appeared at noon on the 12th day of the bright fortnight of Bhadra. The moon was in the house of Shravana. All the planets, the stars, the sun and moon were in a beneficial position. The exact moment was called as Vijaya. He didn't take birth but appeared before Kashyapa and Aditi. The key word here is appeared. He appeared as an infant wearing ornaments and weapons. Devaki's heart brimmed with maternal love when she heard the narrator describe the appearance of Perumal as Vamana. The description of Perumal kindled her love for him. She felt as if in the remote past she had witnessed the appearance. Devaki and Vasudeva in their previous birth were Aditi and Kashyapa, the parents of Lord Vamana. She saw the divine infant in a vision. The narrator continued. Perumal appeared wearing Makara Kundalam, that is, gold earrings shaped like sharks. His helmet was decked with precious gems. He was holding his disc, conch, mace, and a lotus flower in each of his four hands. His 32 teeth looked like 32 moons. On his chest was the beautiful Srivatsa mark. His complexion was dark like the storm clouds. His color was the blend of three water bodies: rainwater, river water, and well water. His eyes were long and beautiful like lotus petals. It looked as if he was a beautiful pond that contained thousands of lotuses. His eyes and lips resembled lotus petals. His feet and palms were tinted in a beautiful shade of lotus pink. His beautiful navel, Nabi Kamalam, was a giant lotus that had once given birth to Brahma. His entire body felt soft to touch like that of lotus petals. He was wearing yellow silk garments. His locks were curly and were jet black. It looked as if his locks had been made from threads obtained from the darkness of new moon night. He was decked from head to toe in precious ornaments. He wore the beautiful Kaustubha gem. The air reverberated with divine music. Even though it was noon, it looked very dark outside, as his glow was like that of a billion suns, and in comparison, the sunlight itself was dim. It was very bright inside Kashyapa's ashramam, that in comparison, it looked very dark outside. Aditi and Kashyapa stood mesmerized. The next second, he hid his divine appearance from them and appeared before them as child Vamana, short in stature and as a brahmachari. Devaki felt unexplained warmth and joy flow through her. She thought, how I wish I was blessed like Aditi and Perumal appeared as my son. If only I could hold him in my arms. Yashoda too felt immense joy. She thought, did Aditi ever spend time with her divine child? Would she have fed him, played with him, showed him the moon, told him bedtime story? Was he a naughty child? There can be no joy greater than raising him. Yashoda turned towards the sanctum and she beheld a divine vision. Perumal stood there, but instead of his four arms, he only had two. His left hand was on his hip, and his right palm he was holding a pat of butter. He appeared to Yashoda as a toddler. This divine child was dressed in red silk infant clothing. Yashoda couldn't believe her eyes. She gazed at this vision, mesmerized. She thought, why is everyone making this child stand here? Can't they understand that his legs ache? She looked at the heavy garland he was wearing and was shocked. As if in a trance, she was about to get up and run towards the sanctum. She wanted to relieve his beautiful shoulders from the heavy garland when the vision vanished. She found Perumal as before, dressed in yellow silk. He wore a huge garland made of fresh jasmine, rose petals, lotus petals, Spanish cherry, screw pine, ylang ylang, Indian magnolia, and holy basil. He wore a tall crown embedded with only pearls. His ornaments were all made of pearls. He wore pearl necklaces, pearl belt, pearl anklets, and so on. The white pearls and the yellow garment complemented his beautiful black complexion. He held the Sudarshana Chakra, his conch, mace, and a lotus in each of his four hands as ornament. Yashoda's eyes searched the sanctum for the child. Where did that cute child go? Note: the idol of Lord Vishnu worshipped in the temple of Mathura was later moved to the city of Dwaraka by Lord Krishna. At the end of his incarnation, when Lord Krishna left for his divine abode of Sri Vaikuntham, Dwaraka was submerged and was lost inside the Arabian Sea. The idol of Lord Vishnu from the temple of Dwaraka floated in the deluge water, just like during the great deluge when Perumal appeared as an infant and floated on top of a banyan leaf. Lord Krishna instructed Vayu, the wind god, and Guru Brihaspati to search for the idol and to construct a temple in the place where they found the idol. Vayu and Guru found the idol in the South Indian state of Kerala. The place where they found the idol, they built a temple. As the idol was found by Guru and Vayu, the temple town came to be called as Guruvayur, and Perumal was named as Guruvayurappan. Even today, Perumal can be worshipped as a toddler during the Nirmalayam Seva. After the Nirmalayam Seva, he grants darshan to his devotees as Narayana with four shoulders. In India, most people treat children with respect as they see the form of Perumal in children. The lecture came to an end with the description of Trivikrama Avatar. The wedding party, led by Devaki and Vasudeva, went into the sanctum to pray. Devaki's eyes filled with tears of joy. The priest burned camphor in a lamp and circled the camphor lamp 3 times in a clockwise direction. He illuminated Perumal's Tiruvadi feet using the camphor lamp so that the devotees can worship Perumal's Tiruvadi. He then illuminated Perumal's Vakshasthalam, that is chest, which is also the abode of goddess Mahalakshmi. Finally, Perumal's disc and conch were illuminated. Note: this is done to encourage a devotee to surrender themselves to Perumal. Perumal's Tiruvadi are illuminated as they are our sole refuge. Goddess Mahalakshmi, residing in Perumal's Vakshasthalam, is illuminated to dispel our doubts about his supremacy. She also makes sure that he listens to our prayers. His weapons, the disc and conch, are illuminated to dispel our fears as well. Everyone was given 3 spoonfuls of water steeped with holy basil leaves and flowers which had been offered in worship. Devaki was given the caste made of sandalwood paste of Perumal's right hand, called as Abhaya Hasta. The life of Devaki and Vasudeva was going to change and become perilous, but like a light at the end of the tunnel, Lord Krishna would incarnate as their son to uplift them. End of chapter. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so that you can get further notification of additional chapters as and when they are uploaded. Thank you.